Yo, good evening, guys. What's going on? Let's talk a little JASMY, shall we? See how JASMY's doing this afternoon. Up another 9.2% on the day, guys. 35.1% up on the week. Definitely doesn't feel that way. Well, I guess maybe it's starting to feel that way because everything's going nuts, baby. Everything's going nuts. Up 2 spots in rank, $1.10 billion market cap. Look at the volume, guys. Absolutely gorgeous, right? Finger licking good, 309.98 million in volume, guys. Absolutely amazing. Bitcoin is up 4.8%. We're going to have a look at the daily close that we had and the weekly close that we had on both JASMY and on Bitcoin. Bitcoin is holding above 80,378. Listen to that again. Bitcoin is holding above $80,378. Yes, I said that. About 3 weeks ago, people were calling for a $50,000 Bitcoin. Write that down, right? We broke through 81,000 earlier today, guys. Looking fantastic. Let's go have a look at the JASMY chart. See what's going on the daily and weekly time frame. So on the daily time frame, guys, absolutely bullish. We closed our daily candle above 2 cents too. Fantastic. We went all the way up to 2 cents 47 today, guys, right? But we broke back down below the 200-day SMA. So that looks like it might be working as our next level of resistance that we're going to have to break through on the daily time frame. If we go over to the weekly and have a look, what is going on here? Very similar on the weekly time frame, guys. We broke above the 30-day SMA on the weekly and wicked back down below. But this was an absolutely phenomenal weekly close, guys. I cannot stress that enough. This is going to be something to be admired this next run. We're already trying to make a run at it again. Will Bitcoin and JASMY and all the other altcoins make another run this evening? I think probably yes. Let's move over to Bitcoin and see what's going on there. How did we close? So on the daily time frame, as you can see, look at that, guys. It's just been straight up and to the right since the election. Crazy. We closed on the weekly above 80,000. Yes, we closed the daily and the weekly. I'm going to move over to weekly in a second. We closed above $80,000, guys. The floor just keeps coming up higher and higher. This is absolutely amazing, guys. I'm so excited. You know how long we've been waiting for this, guys? Well, of course you do. You've been here with me, right? So, yeah. All right, so yes, we closed the weekly above 80,000 as well. About 80,400 is where we closed the week. I think, look at this weekly candle on Bitcoin. Absolutely amazing. I think this weekly candle is going to be at least half of this minimum by the time this next weekly candle that we just started ends up finishing up, guys. This is going to be fantastic. This was my target. Like I said, I think we're going to come up inside of here before the end of the year, between about $98,000 and $110,000, and likely ping pong inside of that area. I think that's kind of what might happen here on the weekly time frame. But so far, so good, guys. We had a massively bullish weekly close, daily close, every kind of close you can think of. Amazing. Absolutely phenomenal. All right, let's get into some of what we're talking about here. Sato, JASMY CEO, quote, this is a quote from him. He says, crypto assets shouldn't be treated as something special, but will become an important tool for society and economic growth in the future. We are now in an environment where we can provide these values at the global level. We are also ready to transcend national borders and deliver these values in various forms through virtual communities. And I agree, guys, what we have going on here, the evolution of blockchain, we're looking at at a global scale movement here, guys, right? That transcends, countries and, divisiveness, right? So I agree with Sato 100% there. I love the vision of the team, and courtesy of our friend Neo-san, he says the data market will likely begin in the Japanese regions and be used by people from that point on. Individuals will manage their data through the JASMY Super Wallet. The goal won't be to manage personal data like names, addresses, or phone numbers, but data like actions, experiences, and purchases, the famous platinum data. And that's the thing that's misunderstood when they talk about democratization of data, right? People are thinking, oh, my name, my phone number, my address, stuff like that, right? That's not what we're talking about. That's not what they're talking about. The data that is required from retail investors is your everyday lives. Your everyday lives. What movie theater did you go to? What gas station did you go to fill your car with gas? When you went on vacation, what airline did you take? Did you use an Uber from the airport or a taxi? What restaurants are you eating at? What types of food do you generally like? Where do you like to go clothing shopping, right? All these things and more. Your habits, the AI integration of the JASMY personal data locker takes that data in and not only is able to start to recommend to you things that you places to go you might like based on your habits, your history, what you do. If you like Italian food, it might all of a sudden tell you, hey, guess what? There's this small little hole in the ground Italian restaurant that you never heard of before. Check it out, right? Mom and pop shop or something, right? That's what they're talking about in terms of that data. And why that data is valuable is because these companies, these conglomerates, these bigger places that depend on data accumulation from companies like Google and Amazon and Meta, they sell your data to these companies, guys. Make no mistake about it. They want this data. They need this data because they use it to target their demographic for marketing purposes, right? That's how the whole the whole marketing process works. They need to know, what their demographic likes, what they don't like, how to lure them into their stores as opposed to the competitions, right? How does McDonald's get you to come to them instead of Burger King, right? Or Wendy's or whatever the case might be. You understand the value of this information now. I hope that you do. And that's why JASMY is putting the ability to get paid for this simple data, for you to get paid for it, instead of Meta getting paid for it, instead of Google getting paid for it. You get paid for it, right? And what do you get paid in? DD coins. And what do you use those DD coins for? To turn them into JASMY coin. That's right. Moving on, in this sense, the implementation of the stable coins, the JPYD and the DD coin, which we just discussed, and the JASMY coin in the wallet will also help generate valuable data, because each interaction, whether it's related to buying, selling, and exchanging, or distributing coins, will generate additional data on users' behavior, which I broke down for you guys, your preferences, and how those coins are used. This information will be perfect examples of what we could call platinum data. If you've never heard that term before, I hope that I've done a good job of breaking that down for you today. Okay, so that is the importance of the PDL in your everyday life. Get paid just to live your life. Doesn't that sound good? Let me know in the comments, guys. Like and subscribe to the channel. And listen, guys, if you need help, if you want to sit down, you want to have a one-on-one Zoom call with me, you need help structuring your portfolio, because listen, the altcoin season is upon us and you are running out of time. Make sure your portfolio is structured for maximum return on investment. Make sure you have a reliable exit strategy where you're placing your sell orders to be able to take your profits and walk away from this bull run in the profit instead of being left behind with no chair when the music stops. You have to understand where liquidity is in this market to be able to set your sell orders and have them fill. It's not as easy as I'm going to set my sell order at $1 and walk away with my or sell my JASMY at $1 and walk away with $5 million because I sold 5 million JASMY. I promise you guys, I've seen so many people. I've been around a long time, and I have seen so many people say, I'll figure it out on my own. I'm just going to sell everything at this price. And then their sell orders don't fill. And then they end up holding all of their bags through another 3-year bear market because they didn't put the time in. They figured they could do it on their own without any research, without any assistance, without any experience. And they end up losing out on unrealized gains. There's very few things worse in crypto than watching your portfolio go to $1 million, $2 million in unrealized gains, and then watching it crash all the way back down again to what your original investment was. That, my friends, is painful. And that is what we avoid over on the Patreon. So follow the link in the description, come over to the Patreon, join our community, guys. We have everyone from seasoned veterans to beginners over in our community. Join our community, join our conversation. You can book your one-on-ones with me, or you can join our group Zoom calls as well, where we discuss all the stuff I just talked about, plus compounding gains, swing trade opportunities, passive income opportunities, DeFi staking, taxes and tax implications, decentralized exchanges, self-custody wallets, and everything in between, guys. Join the community. The link's down below. We'd love to have you. I'll see you over there, guys.